Weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 3 catches, 52 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses have a better focus on.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. Now Wilson on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To Connor on the check down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling with a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Joseph's got it, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then they get hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. On the move past the 40, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They always top the NFL.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The drive begins with Mason. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward. Good throw really good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Lawrence. A dump off for Mason. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The kick by Joseph is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal, it's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we come up. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Edmonds is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball. To really extend this lead out.
Mason. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Mason.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now they run. It's Mason. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready. Make 3. 2-18, stop it.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Got a man and he hits him in stride. he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It cuts this thing to 2. It's 15-13 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in a row.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be stopped here way short of 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down 15-13, a minute 16 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
On the kick.
Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Just a 4-point drive that time.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Denver's offense now set to go.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Wilson.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for the last gasp from the other side.
Well, you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose.